In this video, I'm going to go over what you need to do on Thursday, May 28th. So first, go to Activity 1 and then click the Lesson 11 tab. Next, when you see Activity 1, Lesson 11, you're going to do the forum. So in this forum, you're going to learn how to use ChatGPT to practice your active listening. So in class on Wednesday, we learned how to use that sounds plus an adjective and it sounds like plus a sentence to show active listening. For example, that sounds exciting, or it sounds like you had a great time at the concert. Watch this video to learn how to use ChatGPT to practice your active listening. Then you're going to highlight this prompt and then right-click and copy and then paste it into ChatGPT. ChatGPT will understand the instructions and will help you practice active listening. After you do that, then you're going to post your feelings about this, your experiences, and then also post one example of a situation that ChatGPT gave you. So I posted what the prompt that ChatGPT gave me, and then what I said, and then how ChatGPT elaborated, and then what I said to show active listening, and then the feedback that ChatGPT gave me. And then I added one more or two more sentences about my overall feelings. After you do that, you can go back to Lesson 11, and this will turn green. Next, you're going to learn how to practice asking questions using the H5P exercise. This is handout 8-2 in your course pack. This works on Google Chrome, so if possible, use Google Chrome. Before you do it, watch these two videos to review how to ask questions. And in these two videos, you're going to go over the grammar of asking questions. Then watch this video to learn how to do this exercise. So let's read the sentence. I missed the exam because I slept through my alarm. I'm going to ask a question using why. Don't write it down. Just say it as quickly as you can. When you're ready, push this button to speak. And then click allow. Why did you miss the exam? So if you have the correct answer, it will give you a star. Then go on to the next one. I'll show you what happens if you give an incorrect answer or if you speak too slowly. It takes me over an hour to get to VCC in the morning. How long? How long take me get to VCC? So if you're too slow or if you make a mistake, you're not going to get a star. You can either retry it or you can show the solution. So your answer or my answer was interpreted as this, and this is the right answer here. So we can retry it. How long does it take you to get to VCC in the morning? So if you get it right, you get a star. So continue doing this. If this exercise does not work for you, because sometimes on Apple devices it doesn't work, try it on your phone. If it still doesn't work, then you can play the answer. So if you play this audio, you will see the answers and you can check your answers. So you can just record on your phone and then check your answers. Then go back to Lesson 11. Next, you're going to watch a video about how to ask follow-up questions. And this is really useful if you need to get the other person in your conversation to continue talking. And this is a good way to keep the conversation going. Then click the back button to return to Lesson 11. And then next, you're going to review active listening skills. So these two teachers do a wonderful job helping you use active listening to build better conversations. While you watch, try to practice the active listening skills that they use in this video. Then you're going to watch another video about how to speak using contractions. So we also talked about this in class. While you watch the video, follow along. So try to practice out loud. Next, you're going to watch a video about how to practice reduced forms. So we talked about this as well. There are many words, such as function words, that are reduced. This will not only help you understand speakers who speak quickly, but also you can also try to practice reducing these kinds of function words as well. Next, you're going to learn the vocabulary for the listening practice. So the next listening will be a conversation. It's going to be a little bit harder. So please learn the vocabulary first. As always, you can listen.
Figure out something. She's still trying to figure out the bus.
Okay, so go through all of the words, and then you're going to go back to lesson 11. And next, you're going to do the listening practice. Again, this is a listening practice, so you may do this as many times as you want. So play the audio, answer the questions. When you're finished, you can click Finish Attempt, Submit All, and then you can take a look at the correct answers here. Okay, and then this is a practice. So you may do it again. You may do it as many times as you want, and I encourage you to do it as many times as you need to do it. And then you can go over the transcript. So this is the transcript. You can scan the QR code on your phone and then read the transcript. You can even download the audio if you want. And then you're going to do the Sanico Connect pronunciation exercise here, joining for the first time. If somebody already has your name, then just write your full name. Okay, if someone already took that name, write the full name here. And then you can also put down a number. For example, I was born in April, so I can put that down. Then click join session. Allow microphone, allow camera, hello, and then enter session, open it up. So this time I made it a little bit harder. You cannot see the vocabulary.
Figure out something.
Figure out something. So you have to just listen and say the word. So I made it a little bit harder. If it doesn't give you 5 stars, you can try it again. Figure out something. And then you can check the answer here. Okay, so do you see this little icon here, the little bar icon? Click it. And up here, you can see the answer here. Figure out something. Okay, and then go on to the next one. This is going to be a little bit harder.
I'm still trying to figure out the bus system here.
I'm still trying to figure out the bus system here. Again, it's a little bit harder because you have to remember it. But if you don't get it the first time, click on the bar icon. You can take a look at the answer here. So,
Interested in doing something.
interested in, oh no, I forgot. If you forget, that's okay. All you're going to do is click this icon and look up here. It will tell you the answer. Then you can try again. Once you're finished all the vocabulary, click Submit, and then you can go back to lesson 11. So first, you're going to watch the video about how to analyze your speaking assessment video on your phone. Hopefully you didn't delete it. If you did this yesterday, then that's great. You don't have to do it. But if you didn't do it, watch the video to review how to analyze your speaking video. And then you're going to go to self-assessment, find your name, click on it, and then you should see a chart here. So if you did it on paper, then you can take a photo and send it to me. But if you haven't done it yet, you can just type it here. So you could type exactly what you said right here, and it saves it automatically, so you don't have to do anything. And then I can see it automatically. Next week, I'm going to put the link here. And that's it for lesson 11. And if you already did this, if you sent it to me already, if you emailed it to me already, you can just click mark as done. And you're finished. Please try to keep up because we're going to go a little bit faster now. So try to keep up with all of the exercises. Now, don't click mark as done unless you have submitted. So I do check whether you have submitted your pronunciation exercise. Please try to record at least some of the exercises and then click submit. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thanks for watching.